I just nah, my goodness. We are going straight to the program. We're going straight to the program. I just want us to do this together before the fundraising because today is fundraising. So you have to quickly rush to one or two things before we go to fundraising. So as you're joining me, please like the video, then tell me where you're watching from, comment so that we know who is live with me. It's very, very important we do so. We are not going to waste much time here. As we know, 7 p.m. fundraising will start. Um, okay, if you are watching from Facebook, please like the video as well, follow the page, share it to many group of your choice. So we are going straight to the program. Like I said, this is what I want to share with us. Let's start with this one. This is what you're watching here is a DSS officer and the Nigerian police dragging chair. You know, a lot is happening in the country, Nigeria. Many people that have a foresight already know that things are not going to work there. Okay, imagine two government security agencies fighting for just chair. So one will wonder how come these people or where do they receive their training? And I see you say happy, all hail Biafra, okay, all hail Biafra, all hail Biafra. How are you today? How are you today? You are the first commentator in this program, and I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much. We are going straight, like I said. Let's listen to the audio of this video that you just watched. Let me on it first. Police and the DSS. Oh, head Biafra, yes, I read the best. I see you. So one will wonder how come these people, where did they receive their training? Where did they receive their training? Because every now and then you see this kind of information. Army is fighting with police. Police is fighting with road safety. Road safety is fighting with what do they call the other people? Now, what is the name of this? Civil defense. Okay. Now it's DSS with versus police. You wonder how they receive. How come they behave like this? Who trained them? They didn't receive any training, or if they know that you can walk or you can do anything, then you'll be recruited. That's all. Abra the Bear says, all hail Biafran Zoo. Thank you so much, my brother. What you are watching here is Nigerian in Kenya, and it's been reported that people, Nigerians in Kenya are receiving it from security agencies of Kenya, Kenya security agents, I think police or whatever they use there. This is what is happening to them. What is really going on with Nigerians in Kenya? This person asked. Please. Now, this person you are seeing here that been tied here, he is, I think, a music producer. I think something like that. Look at, okay, let's read here. You'll find out what they said, Gideon Adepoju Olumide, CEO and founder of Zone Emperor Music, has been allegedly arrested and currently held. That is so. This is a Oduduwa guy, and they tortured this person. Let's hear what he said here. Well, this one is just a picture. Then this is the video of what the guy is going through in Kenya.
They've been doing to me. They come to my house. They said they want to check my paper. They see my
The ransom they are asking for, I cannot give them. In Kenya, the ransom they are asking, I cannot give them. That's what the guy is crying. He cried at, and he made this post on his Instagram. And I wonder who recorded him. Probably the people that hold him were not around when he decided to make this video. Okay, that's thank God for social media. A lot that we have today, a lot that people have access today, is because of social media. Before now, mainstream media will censor which of them they are going to air on, put on the air to tell people what is going on and all that. But now people can just record a clip and tell us and tell the whole world what is happening. You never can tell where the video will get to. So he made this video to expose the torture and humiliation that he's going through in Kenya. And why is Kenya become this kind of a country that everybody is now, raising eyebrow about because of what they're doing to people? When they tampered with Masnamukano's rights and kidnapped him, that is when I know that Kenya is a goner. Everything about the country is upside down. And it's not about one particular, it's not about the government of the Kenyan then. I believe they have to atone for their sin because what they did to Mazamukano is unbearable. Now, so some of you who are maybe you were laughing at the Biafrans and mocking Mazamukano that they kidnapped him and all that. You never can tell. Maybe tomorrow it will be yours because an injustice for one is an injustice for all. If you know, you know. Those who have conscience will know how to condemn evil because if you support evil today, you don't know that, you don't know, maybe or somehow it may get to you tomorrow. Now, today is the turn of this our brother, and he's going through a lot. Look at him here. Imagine.
Immediately, the man said he is the law. I am in Kenya legally. I have all my documents. They have been doing to me.
I have all my documents.
They said, "Don't check my paper." They see my paper.
I have all my documents, though, he cried. Anyway, what you are seeing here now is the activities of pastors who went to somewhere to preach against demons and against witches and wizards. They were flying around and engaged these pastors with a holy anointing and everything. They used their materials to, preach the good news. And this community, when the pastors were preaching against the evil agents and spirits, some of them ran for their life, and they are the one that made this video, not from any parishioner, not from any diocesaner or anything at all. These are just people who happen to live in this community that witnessed the battle between light and darkness, and they recorded this event, which I'm going to play for you. So this video has been trending online for days, but the reason why I did not bring it up all this while was because I want to know the details, if this is actually what happened or not. But it's an anthem to be true, so I am bringing it for us to see. It's just a very short clip, you can see, but it means a lot. Let me read the title from this our brother that posted this. He said, "This is called Sound of Freedom. After this sound, it is Biafra that you will see." Okay, and congratulations to Biafrans because Biafran is here. So, which means this particular clip have some sound of deliverance, which I may not like it to appear on the video. Sorry about that. Let me see if I can block it, because if I allow the sound of to appear here, after that the people that own the platform will question and start disturbing the video. So let's not jeopardize the opportunity. Let me put my earphone so I will know when to stop it or not. No, the sound is too much. The sound is too much. The sound is too much. Just you have it. I think some of you can hear that. This is a sound from people, from men of God. Okay, men of God were rebuking, casting, and binding evil spirits with the anointing materials. So I hope you can hear that. And someone said that what somebody said that there's nothing happening. There's nothing happening. All these are just there's nobody on ground. So don't allow the sound, please. Okay. So this sound, Diana, I see you, my sister. Good day to you. Good day to you. And oh my God, I skipped many people here. Okay. Summers say my blood good evening from here. Snake eats snake and hunters get hunted. Okay. Helen Peters, you are here today. How are you? How's your day? How was your day? I don't know if you're still in your day, in your location. I don't know. Happy weekend to you. Greetings, my brothers. Someone said the same Kenya again. Why no boycott this useless country? Nigerians will not boycott them because Nigeria is not organized. You have to be organized first before you take a decision. Nigeria can go to if there's any if Hellfire have embassy in Nigeria, Nigeria will be seeking visa to embassy and seeking visa from their Hellfire embassy to go there and do something because Nigerians are everywhere. Helen Peter said, "How do they kidnap him? Their normal way, using their security agents, probably police. How the same way they kidnap Masanuka. You know, some people will say, no, it's not a kidnap. Why are they asking for ransom? You do not ransom mean, not bailout, not to bail him, ransom. Probably they know that he's a rich person that he owns a music industry and all that. He's a music producer from Ududua Republic. Diana, okay, Henry Peter said is also a lawless country like Nigeria. Yes, but Kenya somehow is still up there than Nigeria. But both of them are gang of criminals, of course, they are. Don't allow the sound. Okay, I've gone through this one. Yeah, watching from Kenya, Henry Peter, so I hear you. Nice to hear you. So as I'm still talking, people from the Liberation Parish are still raising speaking in tongues. So they are still speaking in tongues. After the bears who they kidnap again. One guy from one Odudua guy who lives in Kenya, is a music producer. They kidnapped him in Kenya, demanding ransom. That's what they do best. That's what they know how to do. Kidnap, kidnap, kidnap. So let's continue. Let's continue. I'm going straight to the other information that we need to discuss before anything. Okay. Yes, I think it is time for me to, talk about these green, white, green people. After that's what I used in my title. Yeah, it's time for us to discuss them before we go to another thing. Okay, this is green, white, green. You can see them. So I don't mean Nigerian flag. Nigerian flag is more to me. I will rate this. You see these people with this profile. I will rate them with the same way Nigerian flag is. Whatever Nigerian flag represents is what these people represent. With anybody with this kind of nonsense, they are the same. They are just the same. Now, Isaiah Oba, official. That's what he called himself. But what he said here, he said, we have naked the fraudulent self-style, almighty criminal PM before the world. Now he worth nothing before the public. Fear who know fear IPOB. Now you wonder, okay, they are not your mates. Now you wonder what this person have done. What is it that he exposed? You start, by clicking on the picture that he attached. Probably there's something that is. Let's see how he exposed PM, apart from using your mouth to call him criminal and all that, which is the only language they know. When it comes to freedom, the only thing they know is to blackmail and sabotage. And nobody have received his freedom by sabotage, by lying to himself. Nobody does that. Why WhatsApp? Hi, send. What do you mean why WhatsApp? I don't understand what I mean. You mean why WhatsApp? I don't understand. Please explain. My brother, how far? I'm okay, and you? Okay, okay. Let's look at it. He says, "Sit at home. IPOB disowned Simon Ekpa." This is Elgos. Now, between you, somebody he just made this post. It's not as if that I stumbled on an old post. No, this post is just look at it. 17 hours ago. Now you ask yourself, what does this thing has to do with the current trending news, or what is going on now? What does this thing has to do that IP with its own EPA? Now you click on the second picture to see what they said. What do we have here? The defense headquarters in Abuja has claimed one of the leaders of prescribed indigenous people of IPOB, Simon Ekpa, wanted. So what is his position about this? Okay, Aishan, you mean you want to contribute? You want WhatsApp? You want to come in? You want my WhatsApp number so you can call in. If that's what you mean, then I give it to you straight. Okay. If you want to come in, let me know. Then I give you your WhatsApp straight. You call the WhatsApp number, then we discuss. Okay. So this is it. You can see here the defense headquarters. Well, this is not a news. We all know this one. PM have also responded, which of course they are one of their own, their boss, which is what is the name of this guy? Chike Dozie. Chike Dozie is he also made it to the list. In fact, he made it before PM. They mentioned him before PM. Now, and that's why they're going gaga. Now, this is another one. Let's see what you have to see here. What is this? Where they compile pictures of Nelly and pictures of whoever again. And they said, Woto, watch my favorite. What is it? Watch my favorite. What you don't know is bigger than you. So this, it's for you to know. You see, brain is what makes us human being. Without concrete, anybody, if you cannot reason properly, you will never get it right. And you can add my Hyacinth. I'm still confused about your comments, to be honest. I expect you to explain it more, put it in detail so I understand what you're trying to say. And this is another exposition they did here. When PM, show the dance steps of Fulani people with his staff, these people they don't know what is self of humor. They don't know what is when someone is making mockery or a kind of doing something funny, just to entertain people or just to see his other side or his other side. It does, but some of them say, "Hey, I told you that this guy is a Fulani man." You wonder what kind of brain these people have. You wonder what is going on in their mind. What is their problem? A lot is, to me, when you cannot reason properly, when your brain is not intact, so that we can discuss. Okay, I will give it to you. I will give you, just hold on. Let me round up this one, then I will get the number for you. Okay. We need to also go through this one. Just bear with me. Okay. Let me finish with this one. Okay. And this is Arise News. Arise News said the abducted. Look at it. The abducted journalist was traced to military. Okay, military, and they denied having him. Wagarian. I don't know what is the place. I don't know how what this is. They said again there we threatened to have a world press conference before the military confirmed that Mr. Seun Olutoji was indeed in their custody. Okay. Bosa Owagarian, Secretary General, Nigerian Guild of what? Nigerian Guild of Editor. Okay. This is interview, which I'm going to play out for you now. Just hold on. Okay, sorry about that. So let's continue. Here is a.
But I think it's a very sad story. I think it is a very sad story. Like I said, when he was arrested about 13 days ago, and after the wife, the publisher of the newspaper, raised the alarm, and we made all efforts to get in touch with the federal government authority to confirm where the guy was taken to. We were in touch with the DSS office, police, the Office of the National Security Advisor, the Minister of Information, and they said they made their own contact, and nobody had been able to confirm where the guy was being kept. So we keep on issuing statement, agreeing to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to order his release. And the more we press for that, the more they get on telling us, no, we don't know where this guy was being kept. So after some days, we were in touch with the Nigerian Union of Journalists, the International Press Institute, and we told them that there's need for us to organize ourselves and see how we can make a collective effort to get to know where this guy is. But unfortunately, one of the group, the International Press Institute, was able to track him to the Defense Intelligence Agency facility, and even when they tracked him to that facilities, we called the defense chiefs and the guy in charge, and they denied. We even called him. We even got in touch with the National Security Officer. They also denied. Got in touch with the Minister of Information. They denied. But the more they denied, the more our source from there kept telling us that there's need for us to move very fast to save the life of this guy. So last night we sent out invitation that we're going to have a world press conference today to alert the world about what is happening. It was at that point that they got in touch with the Minister of Information and confirmed that the guy was actually with them. That was last night. And the Minister of Information quickly asked them to release the guy. Otherwise, they will be in trouble. I mean, they were going to release this guy this morning. And there was an attempt to ask us to call off the press conference. And we said, no, we're not going to call off the press conference. Because if some military guys still believe that they are above the law, or still find it very difficult to subject themselves to civil authority, then there's a problem. How can a DIA agent, for example, lie to the National Security Advisor, lie to the Minister of Information, and other senior government officials about the whereabouts of Shegun Olatunji? For us, that is our concern, and we believe that it's not something which we can just gloss over. There's need for the president to take immediate action and investigate the matter and see how they can punish those who were involved in such bad behavior. You know.
So you can hear that. You can hear that they kidnapped this person and they denied. Let's just wait for let me just see if I can, take it back a bit so that you understand
the guy. Otherwise, they'll be in trouble. Publisher of the newspaper raised the alarm, and we made all efforts to get in touch with the federal government authority to confirm where the guy was taken to. We were in touch with the DSS office, the police, the office of the National Security Advisor, the Immediate Service Foundation, and they said they've made their own contact.
I sent you will get it,
and nobody have been able to confirm where the guy was being kept. So we keep on issuing statement appealing to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to order his released. And the more we press for that, the more they kept on telling us, no, we don't know where this guy was being kept. So after some days, we were in touch with the Nigerian Union of Journalists, the International Press Institute, and we told them that there's need for us to organize ourselves and see how we can make a collective effort to get to know where this guy is. But unfortunately, one of the group, International Press Institute, was able to track him to the Defense Intelligence Agency facility, and even when they tracked him to that.
This number that I dropped now is what you will call me with. Just call me WhatsApp call only. WhatsApp call only. Okay. I'm waiting for your call now. Let's continue. Once your call comes in, then I will receive it. Okay, let's move to another thing while we were waiting for the call. Let's move to another thing because if you want, no video call, I don't know if it's possible, just WhatsApp call only because I'm using different phone. You understand what I'm saying? Can I send you a video? Yes, you can send me a video. I thought you were saying you can send me any information you have that you want me to air. You just send it there, okay? I will receive it. As long as it's okay for us to air it, I will. So this information that I want to bring now is about Biafran radio, satellite radio that is being tested today. So we are going straight to that before we move to the guy in South Africa who claimed that he knows everything and all that. Okay, this is just hear this.
This wrong or cast or any of the free-to-air decoder.
Let's start from here.
We are live and direct on satellite. 17 satellite, 17 degree east. You don't need much. What you need is just a free-to-air decoder. This wrong or cast or any of the free-to-air decoder. Then
Armstrong, I'm coming to you.
Spam or dish. File and installer.
It's a nice
haircut. We're going to be posting a tutorial video of how to make this installation possible. So thank you very much. We are live and we're live. We have our own TV now. TV live.
This is TV also. Oh my goodness, sorry, I mistakenly touched something. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Armstrong, I see you. Don't mind my haircut, okay? Oh my goodness. Okay, Hysen said, yeah, okay. We are going straight to the satellite radio and satellite TV. It's working. Now is you can watch. This is a good news because PM shared it today. PM shared it, and I have to bring it up here. Let me locate it back. Okay, this is this for one. Then okay, let's take it again. Let's take it again.
We are live and direct on satellite. MO17 satellite, 17-degree east. And you don't need much. What you need is just a free-to-air decoder, this strong or cast or any of the free-to-air decoder. Then DSTV fan or dish, fan and installer. We are going to be posting a tutorial video of how to make this installation possible. So thank you very much. We are live and we are direct. We have our own TV now. TV live and direct on TV. So thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. You can see our Prime Minister. You can see everybody on the cabinet meeting playing it. Thank you very much. We are live and direct on
so that is the news. That is the news that I want to share with you. And the TV is working, the radio is working, everything is on satellite. So you can join, you can locate it, you can use it now. It's available. So we are going straight to. Okay, I have told us about this Shiri Baba. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure that whatever I bring here, it does not, flag the video. That's why I'm. Okay, yesterday, Adado Rama and the PM, they were live. The PM visited, went to her channel, and people have been saying a lot of things in terms of the humility of a PM, to accept the invitation. I don't know if Adado Rama is one that requested it or PM decided to appreciate her by going to her platform, which is not, it's quite unique. She don't have she's not all that mega platform and all that, but PM went there yesterday. That is for you to know the humility of PM is top notch. Yesterday, but before I show you this one, let me start with Ikenga. Okay, what Ikenga said. Let me start with that first. Now this is Ikenga. Just listen to.
But today they are no more.
Go back.
Kangwa. This, I don't want to mention their name. But today they are no more. They are no more. I am a child.
Thank you so much, Richard. Thank you.
I am a servant of the Musa. Unless Nabembe on the way.
Abraham.
It will come to pass.
That's a lie.
For you to know how if anything happened to Barrister, you know it will come. Let me hold this in South Africa responsible. Where or not to commission Sharai.
I'm sure that you have come to talk us that never finished to. Every now and then he has something to say. He always wants to contribute on everything. Everything he must make comments, and that is what pushed him or placed him where he finds himself today. You don't talk because others are talking. especially when you don't have anything to say. You just want people to talk about you. You want people to notice you that you have said this, but it doesn't work that way. If they go, of course they want to. I know they are testing it the best way to attack Aloy Ejimako. That's why I said that I wish and I pray that Aloy Ejimako and the PM will reconnect. Let them connect back. Let them connect back. There's a reason for that. They let them connect back. Aloy Ejimako, his post, his everything always represent. Always represent. Look at it. IPOB not funding through sports. Okay? Sports betting, Namodekano's lawyer, Ejimako replied federal government because they said that they noticed that ESN, IPOB have this secret account in US. They have this secret account all over the world where people are sending money and contributing and all that blah 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 blah. They are making it from betting and making it from sports. Just I don't know who is advising this. I don't know the person that advised them because they should change. They should do away with the advisor. The advisor is making them look like a joke. To be honest, how can you say you are advising people? At the same time, you are not helping yourself. All the advice they receive from whoever that is advising them, or maybe they are the one that advising themselves. They need to change that person because it's laughable. It's laughable. Okay, let me continue with the information about in the green, white, green. Okay, because I just told us what they said, and I did not make much comment on that because that was when our brother was asking me for the number. Okay, so these people that always put on green, white, green, they are just like they are the enemy in the house. They are not intelligent. They don't care to even recite. They don't care even to upgrade themselves. They always want to be stagnant and they want to be relevant. One thing we all need to know is that if somebody who don't know anything and does not want to know, that person is a fool. But those who don't know and tried and work hard to know, you can't say they are fool. So that's why some people say, fool me twice and call me a fool. But fool me once, I'm not a fool. You cannot pretend that these people, you cannot pretend that they are smart. No, they are not. How can they be actually? How can you say that somebody who always talk from both sides of their mouth, you design your profile with green, white, green, and you said you are against Nigerian government who kidnapped us in America. You said that you are fighting for Biafran freedom, that you are this, you are whiter than snow. Then what is the color of Nigeria? White. What color did you put on that picture? White. Why then do you choose of all color in the world to use green as background? Then for you to position Mazin Americanos, you don't position him left, right or left. You just put it in the middle where Nigerians have white representative on their flag. Yet you want people to take you serious. Then when they want to blackmail, they just gather all the pictures that is dictated. Just like if I bring if I put Tinubu's picture now and design it and put monkey and put banana and put all this, just to make mockery of him, and I published it, does it mean that Tinubu is a monkey? That's that's my act, my design is trying to reflect. But in actual sense, in a real sense, is that what Tinubu is? The answer is no. Do you understand? So sometimes when you want to make that you blackmail per person, or maybe you call person you are an idiot, you are this, you are that. After saying that, that's what your comment, but that is not the reflection of who the person is. So, but these people, because of their, the level of reasoning and understanding, They want their imagination to be reality. That's what we're playing at here. How, if not, how can you tell me that you you put all this green, white, green at the same time you want people to see you as somebody who is making sense? How can people take you serious on that? It's not possible. It is not possible. So let's move from there, and we are going straight to this one. Just bear with me. Let me look at it. Okay. Now, this our brother have something to say about Ikenga. I think this is, he made, I've not listened to this, but I know him because I've showed his face multiple times on our program. So look at this, our brother. He always have something to say. So let's take it back a bit so you can hear.
Kenga Iwapo, this message goes for you. Yotago. Kamwagala kono kamwaga boage South Africa, just like based on the Master Prophet is one of the Master Prophet who basically told you okay, you know the team up that time now can fight against Simon Ekpa. Get us down.
Anthony Umej, I greet you. I greet you, my brother. Richard, I see you. I greet you all. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Please don't mind me if I ignore your message. Don't mind me, please.
Never stop not also. You need to wait to hear them mother come out to wait to the next one. Mago me we say that some IPOB member. Yotago. No more Basaya with the IPOB. But some comment with the IPOB. With the IPOB now. Honestly, under Biafran government. What the operate under Biafran government in exile. When you Basaya and the IPOB. Yotago now fighting for freedom here for his own people. Are even fighting to rescue.
For record keeping, this our brother got it wrong here. Simon Ekpa is IPOB. IPOB is Simon Ekpa. There's no division, no separation. In fact, that we're able to filter out bad eggs in IPOB does not mean that IPOB have come to an end. IPOB is indigenous people of Biafra. He's not Ikenga. He's not Ikenga people of Biafra. No, he's not China Saworu people of Biafra. No, he's not Chike dozen people of Biafra. He's indigenous people of Biafra. So Simon Ekpa did not leave IPOB. IPOB did not leave Simon Ekpa. Everybody is doing all we could, just contributing your own quotes to make sure that things are moving forward. Like I said, the IPOB that everybody is talking about never and can never be a violent movement. Forget about the propaganda. I will tell you this for free. That you are defending yourself does not mean that you are a violent person. No. Whatever that IPOB are doing today and Biafran government in exile, okay, whatever that we are doing, whatever that is happening today is just self-defense. That is why you have never hear or see any Biafran Liberation Army operation in Lagos, in Ibadan, in Uyo, not Uyo, in Oyo State, in Kaduna, in Kafanchan, in Sokoto, in Kwara State. We know what I mean. That is why Biafran Liberation Army and Biafran government in Exile, IPOB, operate in that territory. And you that is coming to the territory to enforce your own law and your own wish, when you are being resisted, does not mean that the person is a violent person. So let's not get it twisted.
So you ran because I don't know what you are doing. So continue to deceive yourself. If you don't know,
please just a second, please. I'm coming. Sorry, we are back.
Biafrans, they are watching you. They are in your Quran back in and them and Biafrans, they are very, very intelligent.
Exactly.
I'm okay with you. But the simple truth now, one August in Nunu, I won't and the DOS Nigeria Limited. Nunu, I was in there, peaceful, peaceful agitation. You have to go peaceful agitation. No, I don't know. Some never was the terrorist agitator. No problem. Unu made the peaceful agitators out. Unu was in the Nigerian government. Now one unu was a peaceful agitator now. It is no matter than the car. You have to go. Get this. Cameron on Kuno Passatara. Cameron on Kuno Passatara. No one the Chabaranda Biafra. Why am I come to the Kambage?
To comment on this thing that this our brother just said now, that if they claim they are peaceful agitators, they should tell Nigerian government to release Mazinamakana peacefully, right? Fine. If they want me to believe that anybody that they are peaceful, more peaceful than Biafran or Biafrans, I want them to do one thing. Let them organize protests in Biafran land, march with Biafran flag, okay, peacefully, with placards. Do that in Owerri. Do that in Anambra, probably in Onitsha or Oka. Go and march out in Enugu, march out in Ebonyi, and march out in Rivers. March out in Uyo, okay? If they can do those things, yes, I will not say okay. I will not say okay, fine. They are actually doing peacefully. And Nigerian government have recognized them as most peaceful agitators. So that is it. That is it. I think, let me see. I missed a call from this our brother. Let me call back. Okay. So just hold on. BMO, I see you. I see you. Okay, bro. Can you hear me? Hello? Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yes, please. My name is Simon Ekpa, sir.
Okay.
It's my brother who gave me Hyacinth Gabon, who gave me your contact.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's something I dropped for you there, but let me tell you in person, explain to you how the details, please. Hear me?
Do you okay? Hold on before you continue. Before you continue, just hold on. Can you hear me? Okay, sorry about that. I had a call that I need to attend immediately. So let's move forward. Let's move forward. We are going straight to what I showed us yesterday. Okay, because not only Ikenga is crying, others are doing the same thing as well. They are crying simply because the the money is no more coming. Yes, Armstrong, I'm sorry about it. Maybe you were not paying attention when I said that. I said excuse me that I will have to answer some call. This is the person that they said this guy is a taxi driver. According to what our sister told me yesterday, Diana said he's a taxi driver somewhere in Europe, and he's also crying. He's crying because the business has come to an end. Everything has come to an end, and they cannot bear it anymore. They cannot bear it anymore. Let me look for it. Isaiah Yoba, yes, my brother, Isaiah Yoba. So the same way Ikenga is, but the Ikenga one is that Ikenga first of all secure his stomach before saying that he's not that he wants to distance himself. But he's still looking at IPOB with one eye. So he's doing everything to balance the book, to make sure that his road, the door in IPOB did not totally shut. In case of any chance for him to reconnect, he can reconnect back. But some of them, like this one, said that he's quitting. Look at him here, Azayoba. That's what I don't normally like to call them by their real name because Ikenga. I know Ikenga is not his name. His name is something Chibos or something.
Opportunity. The guy who now was in the body. The remaining words I was in Shaddad. Sometimes I ask myself, punishment I don't involve on this thing because I don't understand. I don't understand. Look at where we are. Look at where we are.
Okay, let me see if I can clip this. I want to clip this particular video. Let me take it back a bit. Okay, just here.
Opportunity. The guy who now was in the body. The remaining words are now was in Shaddad. Sometimes I ask myself, punishment I don't involve on this thing because I don't understand.
DOS.
I don't understand.
This guy.
Look at where we are.
Oh my God.
Look at where we are. We're supposed to understand what we are pursuing. But he cannot understand what is the problem between them. Some of them in Europe here.
The reason why this guy is complaining bitterly is because of money. Just like I said, Anthony Umeji also confirmed it as well. It's because of money. If money is still coming, they don't mind it. I swear, we will do this. Come to Europe now. Come to Germany now. Come and go to Nigeria now. Come and do your Biafran. Idiot and Dara. They'll be talking. But money is the strength. Money is the only strength they have, and that money is no longer forthcoming.
Knows that how to ignore somebody who's misbehaving, overlooked him, make him irrelevant. No, some after he go immediately. No one never I know like I want to report him. So one person man. None of you cannot even go above this.
That is the mistake they always make. They always refer him as one person, like he's only person, no other person. He's alone. Because to them, what makes up Biafrans has finished. Everybody that is Biafran are in DOS and others are not irrelevant people. You don't know that soldier goes to come. Anyway, let me not go into detail about that. Let's continue listening to him.
Misconduct, drag everybody. Creating dissertation here and there. Enemy and now, as a yellow motor pilot here. Now one day ban charge. Who know am always to the match again na ground. I won't know hide there. Now the vacuum of silence. Because the leadership no quiet. All who know they feel the gap. Now man we are the leadership. Who know got the information.
So he admitted that leadership were quiet and he wants the media warriors to fill the gap of their leader, like DOS, who's supposed to know what they're doing, but when they're silent for a reason, because they don't know what to do. And those who are just broadcasters are what you expect them. They are the one now you are turning to. You're expecting them to do what? To bring everything and put it in place where it should be, simply because you are part of the so-called DOS, the inner caucus. You are the decision makers in the IPOB and in DOS, not IPOB, God forbid, in DOS. So you are now expecting them to fill the gap, which you yourself as a leader cannot even do. And instead of you to blame the silent one, you are not blaming the media world who's supposed to run away with they're supposed to, run with the information that you give to them from DOS. But you don't do that. All you want them is to be the one to pilot their affairs while you are sleeping.
Where the leadership who they feel that gap until how they will take decision and report. Until how they will take country shall run. Oh my God. Don't know. Even now, is it better to quit this thing?
That's it, yeah. Back equity.
It's a zap one at this thing. The pain is too much, the stress is too much. Not from the enemy, but from the the pain is some.
Who is the enemy actually? Our people said.
We are buying that was. Because they too much.
So that is it. This is where he gave up. Today, Ikenga came up with his own information. Anyway, we are rounding up the program. Let me bring you this last information. Then we can call it a day, because fundraising is coming. Fundraising is coming in few hours. Is it up to an hour? So 7 p.m. Nigerian time, Biafran time rather. Fundraising will start. So I am bringing this to you. Let me see if it's up. So we are going to listen to this northerner, what he has to say about Igbo people. This guy is from the north.
Be an indigene of the state.
And
let me tell you the reasons why the Igbos are not suffering. Despite inflation, despite economic uncertainty, Igbo.
What is going on? He's hanging. Just wait a minute. Let me see.
Carry about 24% of the population of the entire nation. Both the Igbos that are living within and outside Nigeria. Igbos are the oldest tribe, are the oldest group in Nigeria.
I don't know what.
Igbo stand out despite the hardship that people are passing through in the nation. That is in whole Nigeria. I am not saying Igbos are not suffering, but they are the less suffering group or tribe in the whole nation because of a unique characteristics. Igbo are the only tribe that no nation you will go in the whole world without finding Igbo. They are the only tribe. Any place you go in the whole world, in the entire world, you find Igbo. I made a research, and my research and my findings are valid, that Igbo can be found anywhere in the world. No any country in the whole world you will go without finding Igbo. Professor Patrick Bulo Lumumba once said, if you go to a particular place without finding Igbo, run. Igbo are the only tribe you can find in any profession in the whole world. To mention but a few, you find Igbo in management, You find Igbo in marketing, technology, communication, human resource, trade, healthcare, education, hospitality, consulting, pharmaceutical, aerospace, engineering, computer, information, agriculture, accounting, manufacturing, film industry, music industry, business development, sales, forestry, food space, any other profession you will find on earth, you must find an Igbo man. Igbo are the larger exporter of goods and services. Igbo stand out, and then Igbo are not found in government, yet they control the economy of the nation. These are facts. Kudos to the Igbos. Come, let me tell you the reason why the Igbos are not suffering. I am a northerner, an indigenous of Borno State, and I am proud to be an indigenous of the state. Let me tell you the reasons why the Igbo.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for your time. We are going to end it here. Please, before you go, thumbs up the video, like the video, comment, and share it if you're watching from Facebook. If you have not subscribed to this platform, please subscribe to our YouTube. Follow us on Facebook as well. Have a wonderful evening. We may be live again after fundraising, probably, or maybe we may not, because fundraising always have a long hour, and I don't want to be live while they are, while fundraising is going on. It doesn't make sense. So anytime you see me online when PM is live or there's a program going on from Biafrans, then it simply means that I'm not aware. Okay. Now we are going to end it here. Thank you so much, Armstrong. I greet you. Thank you so much for your time. All this while, Antonio Meja, I see you. Richard, I see you. Chukodi, I see you are able. You are able. Plan will never work, Mr. Man. You are a killer. I don't understand. Who is this person? Chukodi, Kobe, what are you talking about? You are able. You are able. Plan will never. You said your evil plans. That what I mean. Will never work, Mr. Man. You are a killer. Are you talking about the US guy? I assume so. BMO, say happy weekend and Easter greeting, my dear lovely son Mazikai TV and all truthful Biafran. Bless you all. Bless you to BMO. God bless you. Happy Easter to you. Kerry Ken said you are doing well, my brother. Thank you so much for your appreciation. Anthony Major again, my brother Ikenga is an idiot, and I'm not happy to see him here. No, don't mind. You don't need to be angry with him. He's even angry to himself. Why are you wasting your conscience? Relax your mind. What you see, they don't have, nobody have rights over your life. Armstrong said, "The Kenga don't talk to tortoise when no they finish for story." Mad idiot. I saw the. I think that's where we end. Reading from comment. I think that's where I stopped before. I am not going to prolong it anymore. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. If I don't mention your name, Dinah, thank you. Before I forget. Thank you all. Thank you.
Let me tell you the reasons why the Igbos are not suffering, despite inflation, despite economic uncertainty. Igbo carry about 24% of the population of the entire nation. Both the Igbos that are living within and outside Nigeria. Igbos are the oldest tribe, are the oldest group in Nigeria.